This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. In the last class, we done Power Query. That means how to edit the huge data when we are going to import the huge data. If I want to edit the particular data, means if it is a null values, empty cells, empty rows, unwanted spaces, so then entire empty columns, if you want to edit, we are going to use the Power Query editor options. We are going to use. In that, we can apply text functions, date functions, some of delimiters, all the options we can use using the Power Query editor. Okay, so here I imported the, where is that? Here it's there. See, now this data only we imported, and one more data also we imported in the Power Query editor. First, I'm going to import the data. This is one of my data, and one more data means sample data like this I have taken in the last class. Where is that? Here, sample data is there. Once I will check. Okay, here. Power Query option is there. Okay, in that, if I have copy that. Okay, open the Excel, or else directly we can here also Excel option. I'm going to import the data. If I want to import the data, last class I showed what is the difference between copy paste and import the data. Must and should always we have to import the data only. Go to in that data tab, get data, click on that. Here from workbook, because my data is in Excel format only. If you want to select, if you have the data in the different format, text format, XML format, JSON format, PDF, we can import the data also. My data is in Excel format, that's why I'm going to import Excel. See now which data it's going to ask. My data is in the desktop. Power Query, import the data. Once you import the data, it's going to ask, so what is your file name? So that is the sheet 1 data, like this is going to display. Click on that sheet 1. In the sheet 1, all these are the data we have. Whatever we have the data, it's going to display here. Click on that. Here, we should not select the load data. Once if we select the load data as it is, it's going to open into the MS Excel. That's why what in that particular sheet as it is going to open, because I want to do some of edit here. Here null values is there, empty space, zero values, so all these things I want to remove, right? So that's why if it is a huge data, we can import that. Click on the transform data. Once if you click on the transform data, it's going to open into the Power Query editor. Okay, so that's why what I'm going to do, click on that transform data. Once if I click on the transform data, it's going to open into the Power Query editor. Now see, we got in the Power Query editor options we got. Okay, that means under Excel, one more screen is going to open if you want to edit the particular data. That in using the Power Query editor, in that we can rectify all the errors, empty cells, all these things we can. So here, if I place the cursor, it's showing to us in this particular column, valid data 70%, 30% empty cells is there, like this, that option is going to display. What I am going to do, if I want to see the details, go to the View tab, click on that column quality, all the details going to display. In the particular column, how many valid as data is there, empty cells, how much error, how much is there, entire information it's going to display to us. Okay, so now untick this column quality, then go to Home tab, or else click on that in the filter button. Once if I click on that, select a remove empty. Click on that remove empty. See, automatically empty cells whatever we have in the particular data, it's going to remove. In that, zero values also is there. So again, click on that particular filter button. Here untick the zero also. Normal data we got. Here also we have remove empty options. See, automatically only valid data is going to display to us. Click on that, remove empty. Again, scroll this one. In this particular data, if you have the remove data, click on that. See, this is the options we have. Okay, so all these are my datas I have in that. So one more data I want to import. At a time, multiple data also we can import into the, if I want to edit, we can edit in the Power Query editor at a time. So already I am in the Power Query editor. One more data if you want to import, go to the new source option is there. Click on that new source. Here file option. Click on that Excel workbook. Once if you click on that, same sample data I'm going to import. Select the sample data, import. Yesterday, whatever I sent, same data I'm going to take. See, my file name is sample data. In that sheet 1, we have this data. Now see, all these are my data. Select, then click on OK. Automatically it's going to open into the Power Query editor. See, two datas we have in that. This my fees details information. This is sample data options we have in that. Now, I don't want this order ID, order date, ship date, or else select by holding control key. I'm going to select the multiple columns, all these things. If you want to remove all these options, select the multiple column by holding control key, right click, see here option, remove columns. If you want, we can remove the columns, or else remove other columns. I need only these 5 columns only, datas only. Other columns I don't want. That time we can remove other columns. See, all the data is going to removed. Only the normal data we have. Like this, we can select once whatever steps we are going to apply in our data, in that apply steps option is going to display. Click on that. I don't want this one. Previous data I want to do. Instead of that Control Z, we can use these options also. Remove. See, normal data we got here. Okay. So this is the options we have. Next, in this particular option, we have the choose column, particular column if you want to display. But I don't want all the data, particular column only if you want highlight, untick this all the column. Which column you want? Sales and profit only I need. Select sales and profit, then click on OK. Only the sales and profit column only it's going to highlighting to us. Again, remove other steps. Go to column. I don't want to delete other columns, but if I have the more than 20 columns, particular column, which column you require, that column if you want to highlight, we are going to use a go to column options we are going to use. Click on that. Here, product name, click on OK. See, particular product column only it's going to highlight to us. Like this also we can use remove columns if you want to remove particular column, or else if you want to remove other columns. Keep top rows, keep bottom rows, keep range. All these things we done in the last class only. We applied some of this one, what is that? So we applied some of functions also, format options, extract details, all these things we applied. Suppose in my data I have I want to select only the order date, ship date option. Select, right click on that, remove other columns. Only these two dates option is there. If you want this one, remove only two date option. Using these two dates, we can select, we can apply the date function also we can apply. Click on that. Here see subtract date. Once if you click on that, see now this is my order date, ship date this one. Within how many days after we done ship mode, which after how many days after we delivered the product, we exported the product. If you want to see that option, first select the ship date, then by holding control key order date, click on the date, subtract date, click on that. Now see, after got order date, 3 days after we exported the product. This one 6 days, 7 days, like this is going to display to ups. So like this also we can select. I want to know that after got the orders, how many days after we exported the product, within how many days we export, all these details. If you want to see that, we are going to use a date options also. If I don't want to remove that, go to that, select order date, click on the date option. See here age, click on that. So only the day wise it's going to display to us the data, or else select the particular table, means column, date only. I don't want to display year, all these things. Click on that. It's going, sorry, date wise it's going to display. Means if I have the along with the date and time both also, if you have, I don't want to display along with the date and date time also. That time select the particular column, go to that, click on the date only. I want to display only the date. I don't want to display time also. That time we can select, or else select the data, year. I want to display only the year option. Click on that. See only the which year we got the order. All the information is going to display to us. Again select this one. Go to only the month, start of year. Click on that. Start of year. It's going to display start of year option. Jan 1st is going to display. Like this we can select, or else go to the date, month. I want to display only the month. Select this, see which month it's showing in this particular data. So which month, that month is going to display. Select the order date, click on that date. In that month, start of month, click on that. This is the start of month details is going to display. Like this we can apply the date functions, time functions, all these things we can. Now I'm going to remove all these things. Now see this one also, normal data we got. Click on that, remove other columns, select the option. Here we have the okay, length, all these things we done, no? The home tab, split column by delimiters. So after which delimiters, means a single column data we can split into the multiple columns. Last class we done, I think. So here click on that. Okay, after delimiters, whatever data is there, it's going to split in that. Like this we can split the data. See all these options we have in that. All these we can do in the Power Query editor also. Okay, so now this is my data. Click on this data. I removed all the empty cells, empty rows, all these options were removed. But here, see now, extra null values, null columns, so many columns we have in that. All these data, if you want to remove, select this particular column by holding control key. I'm going to select a, okay, only these 5 columns I need. Right click on that, remove other columns. I need only these 5 columns. Click on that, remove other columns. See only the data we got. We removed all the empty cells, empty rows, null values details, extra unwanted columns. All these things we removed using the Power Query editor. If you want to apply the data, see now in this particular data, unwanted spaces also is there in that. If you want to remove, select the particular column. See, here unwanted spaces is there. Go to the home tab. Click on that. Not split. I want to remove. Range, okay. Here, trim function is there. Trim function means if I want to remove the unwanted spaces, if you want to remove, we are going to use a trim function. See here, after DOM, say analytics, here space is there. If I have the extra spaces, all these things, whenever we are going to create the visualization, we can't create a proper visualization, we can't create. That's why I want to remove that unwanted spaces, I want to remove. To remove the unwanted spaces, click on that format trim function. Trim function is nothing but we can remove the extra spaces, all these things we can remove. Click on the trim function. Once if you click on the trim functions, now see normal data we got here. Or else if I don't want this one, the same place if you want here, merge transform data format, here see. I don't want extra columns, all these things. In the particular column only, if you want to remove the unwanted spaces, we can select the trim function. Once if I click on the trim function, see, analytics, this data, text, normal positions, it will come. Like this, we can remove the unwanted spaces also.
It is raining. Outside it's raining.
Then after that, same data if you want to import, click on that, go to home tab. So close and load option. Click on that close and load option. If you click on that close and load, it's going to open in new page. Same sheet if you want to open, click on that close and load option. Once if you click on that, automatically data is going to open into the particular sheet only. One second. It's opened here, but in my date, one second. Go to data tab, get the data, Excel workbook. This one, import the data. Once import the data, it's going to open into the Power Query editor. Click on that. Then click on the transform data. It's going to open into the Power Query editor. Now see, click on that. Remove empty. Click on that. Remove empty option. Again, remove zero values also. Click on that. Remove empty. After that, here also remove empty cells. Only the valid data only it will come. So select this particular data by holding Control key. Right click, remove other columns. Now see, only 5 column valid data only we got. Now this data I want to import to the Excel. Go to that home tab, click on that close and load option. Once if you click on that close and load option, it's going to open into the Excel. See now, we got the data like this. If it is a huge data, whenever we are going to import the huge data, if it's a null values, empty cells, empty rows, we can within one button click, we can rectify the errors, then we can import the data also. So try it. I will give 5 minutes. try this data. Already I sent this, I forwarded this data also. Using the Power Query editor, you have to try this one. Then if you got any confusions, anything, ask me one more time, I will explain. After that, create a chart based on the data. Then go to page layout. We can apply, we can give the sum of effects for this my chart. We can, or else go to chart design, apply here, remove the data if I don't want. Then go to page layout option, click on that. Little bit effects we can give for my data, we can give that. See, all these are the effects we can. Any one of the options select here. Then after that, if you want to change the colors, we can change based on that my requirement. We can change the datas, or else we can give the efforts also. Like this we can apply. If you want to change, click on that change data type. Same data we can change in the column wise also. Then click on OK, or else like this also, if you want anything we can click on that OK. Then everyone created that table and chart. Okay. Okay, good. Next options in that, go to the table. Next up, close this data. In the last week we done index and match functions we completed. In that, index and match function means whenever we are going to use the match function, so only the particular product position we can find out, that is we called as a match function. Index means in the particular place which are the product is there, we can we are going to find out. But here index and match both also, how to using that index plus match function, how to use the data. Instead of that VLOOKUP function, we can use the index and match function also we can use. See, I have one of the data here. In that, This is index and match function. Index and match combination is powerful tool in Excel used to look up and find the specific data. First, so what I am going to do that here in the particular product I am going to take, copy that. I am going to paste the data here. This the departments. For this data, I want to find out the match function. Already we done. One more time I will show you that. Before using index plus match function. Say now in the IT department, in which position is there, means which column, which rows. If I want to find out, equals match function, lookup value. This is my lookup value, comma, lookup array. Where this is my lookup value. Where is my result array? This my result array options we have. Then comma, exact match we need. Select the exact match, close the parenthesis, enter. IT is in the third place we have. And if I want to select copy that option, click on that, automatically value is going to change. Marketing department is in the fifth places. Like this, we can use the match function. Index also, I want to know that in this particular column, example, I have this data here. In this particular data, um, in the third column, sorry, third row or a third row and second column, what is the data is there? What kind of data is there? I want to find out. Equals index function, array, select entire array, table array we have to select, because I want to find out row wise and column wise also I want to find out that. So that's why select the array option. After that, comma, row number. This is my row number, comma, this is my column number. Close the parenthesis, enter. Now see, in the third row, second column, we have David. That is the particular data we have. Now see, 1, 2, 3. Third row, second column. First column, second column. That means third row, second column. 1, 2, 3. Third row, first column, second column. In this particular column, third row, second column, this is my data it's showing. Suppose if I want to change, what is the data is there in the fourth row? Enter, say automatically value is going to change. In the first position, what is the data is there? Click on that one, it's going to change. Like this, we can select the index function. But index plus match function also we can use. So instead of that VLOOKUP function, we can use the index and match function also we can use. How to use that index and match function? For example, this is my data. Okay. If I have one more data, I will send in 1 second. This one. Column width 22 I am going to take. It's going to increase. Row height I am going to take 15. Okay, 20 I am going to take. 20. Entire table is okay. Still I have to change. Row height. So take 25. Copy that, save the file. I want to put in the desktop. It's there. See, I have put in the index and match function data in the group. Download this one, open in your system. So together we have to do how to use the index and match function and VLOOKUP. What is the difference between index and match function and VLOOKUP function? I will show you that. Import the data first. Column width. Then everyone imported the data. Okay. Now see, this is my ID. Any one of the ID we can select, copy and paste here. Using this ID, I want to find out the name. So that means that employee name, customer name, I want to find out. See now how to using the VLOOKUP function also we can apply. See now I will use the VLOOKUP function equals VLOOKUP lookup value. This is my lookup value. Then comma table array. Table array is nothing but result array. Select in this entire table. I'm going to select because for this data I have result in this particular table only. Table array. So then comma column index number means I want to find out the employee name or customer name. Okay, this is the customer. Customer name I want to find out. In this particular table, customer is in the second column. Select the second column. Then comma, exact match I need. Select the exact match, select enter. Now see, he's my employee. Sorry, he's my customer. Now 878, no, see same data as we got. Suppose if I change anything, the ID number, code number, paste automatically values means name also is going to change. We can use these options. So that means using the VLOOKUP function also we can use. And column index and match function, using that index and match function also we can find out. How to use for that? Same code number I'm going to take equals index function. Index array. It's going to ask the array. Array means I want to find out the customer name. That's why this is my array. Again, comma, row number it's asking. Instead of that row number, we are going to applying the match function. In the match function, what is our lookup value? Select this is my lookup value. Then comma lookup array means this is my lookup array. Again comma exact match we need. Select the exact match, close the parenthesis, then enter. Now see same name we got here. Let me repeat one more time. Equals index function. It's going to ask the array. But now what I want to find out, using this code number, I want to find out the employee name. So that's why my array is, I want to find out the employee name. Index array means select the entire customer name column. Then comma row number. Instead of that giving row number, we have to apply the match function. Select the match function, lookup value. This is my lookup value. Okay, so then comma, so lookup array. That means you selected the lookup value. This lookup value is in which array? Means array means entire column we have to select. Once if we select the lookup array, it's going to ask exact match. Suppose if I have the, instead of that number, values, amount, all these things less than or greater than, all options we can select using this option. Select exact match I need, close the parenthesis, enter. See now same data we got. This is for VLOOKUP function we used. Using that VLOOKUP same answer we got here. Select this one, index and match function also we can. Try it now once in your system. I will give 5 minutes. VLOOKUP also you have to apply, and index and match function also you have to apply. Your formula is there. I will show you the formula in that. This is my formula. This is for VLOOKUP formula. Everyone should try, then only come to know that what is the difference between VLOOKUP, how to use the VLOOKUP and index and match function. See, I showed here, same data I forwarded. So then I put in the group, download the data, apply the VLOOKUP and index and match function also. Done?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, tell me. About what? Index and match function, ma? About which one? Or VLOOKUP? Which function? Rekha? About VLOOKUP. Okay. So here, this is my data. I have employee code number. All there my, sorry, I have customer code number. All there my customer. So they are in the particular place their company is located. So I sold some of product, or else I sold some of product to my customer. So now I want to know that particular customer details. If I want to find out, this is the ID code number. Copy that, paste any of the code number. Using this code number, I want to find out the customer name. I want to find out. For that, we are going to use a VLOOKUP function. We are going to use equals VLOOKUP, lookup value. Select the lookup value. This my lookup value means lookup value is nothing but for which value you want to find out, that is we called as a lookup value only. Suppose if I have the product also, we can select a customer name, ID number, product code, product number. So using that, if I want to find out, that is we using the VLOOKUP, we can. So lookup value is nothing but this is my code number. Using this code number, I want to find out the employee name. Sorry, customer name I want to find out. So select this one, then comma, table array, it's asking. These options called as a parameter, okay. Table array, now it's asking table array means result array. Which table we have the result? Select entire table. In this particular table only, we have the answer for this code. For this which code that customer name. So then comma, column index number it's asking. You selected the table array. Okay, in this particular table array, so in which column we have the customer name? So name I want to find out. No, this is the first column, this is the second column. In the second column only we have the answer. That's why select 2, again comma, I need exact match. Exact match means we can select the exact match false option, or else while applying the formula, if you want to find out the exact match, we can give 0 also, or directly we can double click on that, close the parenthesis, enter. Now see, we got that answer 878. No, so this is the name. Suppose if you want to change the code number, change here, different customer name is going to display. Or else if you want to change, copy, see, automatically it's going to change like that. Like this, we can apply the VLOOKUP function. Got it, ma? So for this data also, I'm going to use XLOOKUP. No need to type entire parameters. See now here, XLOOKUP function I'm going to use. Okay, copy same data, paste here. In that, equals X lookup value. This is my lookup value, comma, lookup array means this lookup value in which column. That means entire array we have to select, comma, return array. Return array is nothing but result array. In this particular table, which column we have the result. Select the result array. Then, comma, if not found. If not found, we can give no data example. Now, see, close the parenthesis, comma, exact match I need. Close the parenthesis, enter. We didn't open the bracket, that's why. See, same name we got. Easy method. This is the advanced function. VLOOKUP, we have to give entire parameters. But in the XLOOKUP, no need to give. So particular table, if you select, automatically is going to change. Let me repeat one more time. Equals XLOOKUP function, lookup value. This is my lookup value. It's going to ask lookup array. That means select the entire array. That means lookup value array we have to select, comma, return array. You selected the lookup value. For this result array in which column? Select directly entire column we can select. No need to select table array, column index number, true, false, all these things. Directly we can select the, then comma, directly also we can close, enter. See, not automatically is going to display. Or else if you want to apply, not if not found, this one also automatically in that XLOOKUP also option is there. If there is no data, I want to display no data. I need that exact match. Close this one, enter. This is the answer. Suppose if I change the values like this, enter. See, it's showing there is no data. Directly we can apply. If you want to use VLOOKUP along with that VLOOKUP plus if now function we have to use. So instead of that, we can use the advanced function XLOOKUP functions we can use directly in that entire data is going to display. This one XLOOKUP, this one XLOOKUP function, this one VLOOKUP function. So got it, ma? Got it, Leka? Done? Okay, okay. Next options in that. Okay, next one. This one we got no. Close all the datas here. Sorry. Next options, power pivot option. What is that power pivot? For example, whenever we are going to import the huge data, so one data sales information. For example, I have the sales information in the sales information I have in um, Excel format, Excel format, and customer information. That means customer information I have in the PDF format. Product details I have in the JSON format. Like that, whenever we are going to import the huge data in the different type of data, but 3 data is also related to one product only. When we are going to import the different type of data, by giving the relationship, we are going to convert as a one table. So using the table, we can create a visualization. Using that visualization, we are going to import to the dashboard option. Okay, that is we called as a data modeling. Multiple source data we can connect by giving the relationship, then we are going to create a visualization. Okay, so Power Pivot, that is we called as a Power Pivot option. It is used for data modeling. Multiple data sources we can import, connect them by giving the relationship. We can connect them by giving the relationship, and we can create a visualization. So that options we called as a data model options only. That visualization is nothing but chart only. Using that visualization, we are going to import to the dashboard option. Understood? So that means that is we called as a Power Pivot. And so I will give. Now, first I want to know that what is my data here. I have in the different sheets of data. See, in this particular sheet, I have the customer. In this particular sheet, I have my sales informations I have. In this particular sheet, I have in the product details I have. Using these 3 sheets of data, I want to convert as a one table. For that, I want to, by giving the relationship, I want to convert as a one table. Then using the table, I want to create a visualization. That is we called as a Power Pivot option. Okay, so now open the Excel. First, I want to open the Excel. In this particular Excel, we don't have the Power Pivot option because already is there. We have to enable that one. First, how to enable the Power Pivot option? To enable, you have to enable in your system also. To enable, go to File tab, File tab, Options, Options. See, now I will show you that here. Go to File tab. If I want to activate that Power Pivot, I want to that Power Pivot has disabled. I want to enable that option. Go to File tab, More, Option. Click on that option. In that, here Add-ins option. Click on that Add-ins. In that Add-ins, here in the Manage option, click on that Add-ins. Once if you click on that Add-ins option, this page is going to open. In that, see here Manage option is there. Now click on that. Here we should select click on that Command Add-ins option. In Manage options, select the Command Add. See now Options. So then Add-ins, Add-ins, Manage option. Select Command Add-ins. Add-ins, then click on that Go. Go option. After that, select a power pivot. There we have to select the power pivot. Let me repeat one more time. Go to File tab, more options. In that, add-ins. Once if we select the add-ins, extra additional features we are going to add in our Excel sheet. Okay. So here select a command add-ins option. Click on that go. Once if I click on that go, here option is there. See, Microsoft Power Pivot for Excel. Here disable that option. That's why it's not showing in the tabs. Click on this option, activate that one, then click on OK. See now, automatically we got a Power Pivot. Go, select the Power Pivot option. Click on OK. See now, automatically it's going to open into the Excel. See now, we got that. Okay, like this we have to activate the power pivot. Once if you this power pivot options after 2021 version only it's going to work. Okay, so once if you import the power pivot option, using these options we can import the multiple different type of data. By giving the relationship we can convert as a one table, then using the table we can create a visualization option, so we can create. Got it, ma? You should everyone should activate in your system only. Steps are given here. Try to once. Then okay. So next open that same data I'm going to import. See now, this is my data. Same data I'm going to import to the Excel. See, in the first sheet we have customer information. Second sheet we have in the sales information. In the third sheet we have in the product information. So here three different sheets of data is there. By giving the relationship we have to convert as a one table. So using that we have to create a visualization. Same data I'm going to import. So now open the Excel. Okay, here go to data tab. In that select the manage data model options. We have to select. Click on that manage data model. Once if you select the manage data model option, see this kind of options it will come. This the options we have, power pivot options only. In that we have to import the data. So if I have the data from database, from other data service, from other sources, we have to import the data only. Click on that from other sources. I don't have my data in other database, anything from cloud version. Here I have my data in our system only. In our device I saved. That's why I'm going to select from other sources. Click on that. Here option is going to ask if you have the data from SQL Server, SQL Azure, so then platform system, we can select access data Oracle. All the options going to display. Come down the last option. Here Excel data is there. See, let me repeat one more time. First, click on that manage data model. Once if you click on that, select the from other sources option. In that, select the Excel data, because my data is in Excel format. No, that's why select the Excel, then click on that next option. Once if you click on that next, see, it's going to ask the path. Where is your data? Select the data, like it's going to ask the path. Click on that browse option. Once if you click on that browse option, select my file. This is my file name. Select the file, then click on open. See, automatically file attached here. And must and should, we have to select use first row as column header. Click on that and click on that next. Once if you click on that next, the data it will come. So in the particular file, how many sheets is there? All the sheets of data is going to display to us. Here, tick this option. All the data I selected here, then click on that finish option. Okay. Once if I click on that finish, see, all the data is uploaded here. But in this particular sheet, we don't have data. Let me see that option. After that, click on that close. Once if I click on that close, automatically data is uploaded in the data model sheet. Now see, this is the customer information. Here nothing is there in the product. If I don't want this sheet, right click on that, delete. We can delete that option also. Again, product details, sales details is there. Suppose if I want to apply in this particular sum of formulas, all these things, if you want to apply, we can apply that one also in this particular sheet also. Here I have that sales. Now see, product customer ID, product ID, two quantities, quantity of product we exported. Each product rate is 10 rupees. Now I want to find out the total. That's why here equals, select the quantity into price. Automatically is going to select. Once if you double click, automatically is going to take. Enter. See, now we got that answer. Like this, we can add directly. We can apply some of formula. All these things we can apply. Okay, now this is my sales information. This is my product information. This is my customer information. Now, after import the data, then go to that diagram view option. Why we need to select diagram view means by we have to give the relationship. No, if I want to give the relationship, we have to go to diagram view, click on that. Once if I click on that, see, automatically how many sheets of data we have, entire details is going to display to us. This is my data. Now, how to give the relationship means for similar data only we are going to give the relationship. In this customer sheet and sales sheet, we have the customer ID. In this particular sheet, we have customer ID. In product sheet also, we have the customer ID. Customer ID to customer ID, we can give the relationship. Here I have the product ID. In that also I have the product ID. Using the similar data, we can give the relationship. We can connect the multiple sheets by giving the relationship, by using the similar data. Now see, I have this data in that. Just place the cursor on the product ID, by holding mouse key, drag this data into the particular option also. See now, product ID to product ID, I given the relationship. Click outside, this option is going to display. Once if you click on that, in this particular data, it's showing for which data you given the relationship. Right click on that, edit relationship. If you want to edit, we can edit the options also. We can edit them. Okay, for which table to which table we given the relationship like it's showing to us. If I don't want this one, right click here, edit relationship, edit. So here we can use that, we can edit the option also. If I don't want, right click on that particular line, click on that delete, we can delete the option. Okay, now in this particular customer sheet to sales sheet, we similar data, I have customer ID. That's why place the cursor on the customer ID, by holding mouse key, drag and click on this customer ID. Customer ID to customer ID, we are going to give that option. See now, once if you click on that, it's showing to, it's going to highlight. So you given the link customer ID to customer ID. Here product ID to product ID, you given the link. Now 3 sheets of data is converted as a 1 sheet. Got it? Then go, after giving the relationship, go to here in the same sheet only, pivot table option is there. Before, whenever we created the pivot table, only one table we taken. But here 3 tables we are going to take in the pivot table. Using the 3 tables, we are going to create a pivot table. Got it? See now, click on that pivot table, select pivot table option. See now, in the same sheet, I need, click on OK, the pivot table is going to create. Now see, 3 sheets of data I have. Customer, product, sales. Using that 3 sheets of data also, one data we can drag and drop, we can create a pivot table options also. I want import, select customer name. See now we got that customer name. In this same file, I want to give the region also. Now see, region. If I don't want region, drag and drop into the column wise also we can. And in the product sheet, what are the product unit? Product name I am going to drag and drop. See now, we got that product name. It's enough for me. In the sales value, sales, drag the price into the values. Now see, we got that price. How many product we exported, all the details going to display to us. I taken in one sheet, one data I taken. In the customer sheet, I taken 1 data. In the product sheet also I taken. So sales also I taken. Now I created using these 3 tables, we convert as a 1 table. Using these options, we created a pivot table. Select entire data. So then we can create a chart also. Pivot table, pivot chart. See how we can select. So these the options it will come to us. Click on that OK. Now see these details it will come. We can select this one. Design, we can apply these options. If you want to chart type, we can select however you want, we can select the data. So this one, it's showing the what are the options we have. We can change the details, informations, all these things we can. Okay, so change that page layout. If you want to change the format, all these options we can change this one, or else if you want to give the effects, some of effects, we can give the effects also. For my data, we can give. Like this, we can create that options also. Or else, if you want to change, click on that design tab, all these options we can change. We can use that options. We can change chart type. If you want to change, we can change the chart options, bar chart, pie chart, or else line chart. So all these options it will come to us. We can change that options also. We can column chart if you want. So then bar chart if you want. We can select different types of data. We can select. If you want to change the colors, right click line colors. If you want to change, we can change the line colors also. We can change. See which one you want. We can change different types of colors. We can change all these options. It will come to us. So this is the south details. This is the north details. Values if you want to display, select the data label. Automatically values is going to display to us also. So then change type, we can select, see which kind of data you want. We can convert these options. So all these options it will come. All these are the different colors, designs. If you want, we can select that options. It will come to us. Understood? Or else select again if you want to change chart type. We can select. So here line chart. If you want to use, select any one of the chart options. We can select the chart options also. See like this also. If you want, we can select different tabs. We can't see the proper details. Select chart design, chart type. We can select. So here bar chart, area chart, column chart. Once if we select area chart also, here different options going to display. We can select that options also. See now it's going to change. This is one of the visualization. Using that visualizations, we can create a dashboard option. Say I have the different type of data. Different type of data we can import by giving the relationship. We can convert as a one table. Using the table, we can create a visualization that these options we can import to the dashboard option. If you got any confusions, anything, one more time I will explain in the next session. Okay? Yeah. Got it? Or should I explain one more time in the next class? Any confusions is there? Okay, let me see tomorrow's session. Okay, yeah.